Okay, you can start now.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jorge Zarate from ECCO. Hosting is EPCOM, and we're going to go through some safety solutions that you can find in EPCOM right now if you go and look for ECCO products. Okay. So just a little story on ECCO. ECCO is part of Clariance Technologies. If you guys don't know who Clariance Technologies is, it's a group that is composed of all these brands that are right here on the slideshow. So Trucklight is one of the larger brands from there, which is out of all of the lighting for commercial vehicles. Markers, stop-tail turns, headlights, everything to do with commercial trucking. Road Ready is also part of our group, which is a smart trailer systems for fleets. DAVCO, also part of our group of brands, which is also for trucking, is filter system to separate diesel and water. Rigid is also part of our group, just so you guys know as well. So all of that lighting, the bars for those off-road recreational vehicles. Lumitech is also part of our group. It's more to do with lights and for boats specifically, interior lighting, out of the ship lighting on the bottom of the ship as well. If you need anything like that, we have it in our group as well. ECCO, we're gonna go through ECCO. Co3 is a sister company to ECCO, so we have a lot of the same products between ECCO and Co3, like our directionals, our light bars are all similar, actually exactly the same. We're just changing labels to make them ECCO or Co3 depending on what type of market we're going through. So it's a sister company that we have with Co3. LED Auto Lamps is a company out of Europe and Australia. Flotilla is also part of what we do here, which is part of like our GPS kind of systems that works together with Road Ready. PSI, also kind of like the commercial trucking, auto inflation systems that we have in our group. And we recently acquired Safely as well, which is a lot of camera systems. They have a lot of brands in that Safely umbrella of company as well. So a little bit of our global operations. ECCO, we send product out of Boise, Idaho, which is where our main offices are. We could do drop ships as well through EPCOM if you guys need to. So if you're not near an EPCOM facility, we could do drop ships directly from us to the customer if we need to. So it'd be a lot easier to get product from us if at some point EPCOM doesn't have something that you're going to be looking at through this presentation. Okay. But everybody else is based in the US. We do have other factories and other offices around the world as well. So ECCO, some of the important facts about the brand. It's been operating since 1972. We invented the backup alarm. We are still the world's largest manufacturer of backup alarms and amber visual safety. So we're going to go through all that product portfolio right now, so you guys can see what it's about. What you can find with us, what solutions we have for every type of vehicle out there. As of now, we have more than 700 people working here at ECCO. We have more than 3,000 distributors. We work with more than 500 OEM customers. So We go through those OEM customers. We're looking at, Freightliner, for example, Kenworth. We're looking at Ford, GM. We're looking at Toyota for the material handling part of it as well, Unicarriers. So all those vehicles already have an ECCO product on them, whether that's a backup alarm, maybe it's a work light, maybe it's a beacon. So we do a lot of work with OEMs already. So ECCO and our safety solutions, which is kind of like part of the universe of all these types of vehicles that exist, on highway, on off highway type vehicles. So we're going through from forklifts to trucks, tractor trailers, work trucks, anything in agriculture, also with mining and construction vehicles as well. So here's a little bit of the end market segments that we serve already. So the on-highway segment, from light duty trucks, class 3 trucks, the medium duty, that kind of embarks everything to do with maybe with final mile delivery, or these kind of work trucks that work on highways or work on electric lines, things like that, or city work trucks as well, and also tow trucks with the medium duty. And then if we go to heavy duty, which is like the refuse market, and also the construction market as well. We also do some work with shuttle buses, transit buses, school buses as well. And so a lot of ECCO products are on those school buses, like Bluebird, things like that. We're already on there. But we have other products as well in the product line that customers usually go and find those fleets and find a good way of offering a solution that they might need. Going through also from municipalities, street sweepers, anything to do with maintaining a city. We could also do work with them as well. All of our product can and could go on also these kind of recreational vehicles as well, like the turf utilities. And the off-highway market is also a bunch of vehicles there, spanning from material handling type of vehicles, forklifts, to construction vehicles, to agricultural vehicles as well. And in ECCO, we also provide lighting for emergency vehicles, so that red, blue, or the red, white, or the, just blue lighting if you need it. So we could also have, we have all that kind of product on hand as well. So the only thing we don't have in ECCO would probably be the siren speaker option that Code 3 has. But if there's a customer looking for the light bar, siren speaker, directionals, and for an emergency vehicle, we'll get that all sorted out so you guys can get the siren speaker if you need to. Alrighty, so first part here would be reversing safety. So what ECCO likes to say is, we got your back, right? Everything that goes on a vehicle for reversing safety, if you guys could, think about our brand going forward, we could help out with the alarms that we sell and also our backup cameras. A little bit of history here, or where this reversing safety comes from. So OSHA, the Safety and Health Administration, has a chapter there that specifies that any vehicle having an obstructed view of the rear would have to put a reverse signal, like an alarm, audible above the surrounding noise level. So that's kind of like important to what we're going to be looking at throughout these slides. Okay. Also, in the Department of Interior Bureau of Mines, they also ask for some type of audible alarm for mobile equipment, trucks, forklifts, front front end loaders, tractors, and graders. Okay. So a little bit of the National Center of Health Statistics. This is what we're trying to prevent as, you know, as a brand of, as a product that we manufacture here. So on average of 390 people, including 116 children under the age of 4, are killed in off-road backup accidents each year. So obviously we're trying to prevent this. We'll give any type of advice, you know, to fleets or so that their driver is as safe as possible and making anybody else around that vehicle as safe as possible as well. Okay. A little bit, you know, a little more statistics, you know, back over fatality statistics from 2005 to 2010 plus. So dump trucks, you know, 67, semi-tractor trailers, 40, you know, just a regular truck, 30 here, forklifts, 21, garbage trucks, 20, and pickup trucks, 16. So obviously, like I said, we're just trying to do everything possible to avoid these type of fatalities. So with one of the products that we could do this is obviously with the backup alarm. We have different types of backup alarms as well. So different technologies inside of them. So it could be a smart alarm or a multi-frequency frequency alarm. We're going to go through what the differences are between both of them, but we do offer alarms for, you know, light duty, medium duty, and also heavy duty type of vehicles. So real quick, you know, what are the options? What kind of decision we have to that we have to make, or we could help a customer make at some point of using a backup alarm? You know, backup alarms right now, you know, are really common. You know, everybody already uses them, but at some point we could also offer, you know, some advice. You know, at some point if we see someone's using a product in a way that's not supposed to be. Sometimes, and at some points, there are some fleets or some operators that put like a switch to kill the backup alarm whenever they don't want to hear it. So when that happens, obviously we're losing all that preventiveness, right? That goes into having a backup alarm and keeping people safe. So at that point, we could probably offer maybe a smart alarm. You know, a smart alarm, what it does, it adjusts and adapts to the surrounding area noise. So making that backup alarm kind of adjust to that noise. It could probably be, you know, going from a low decibel to a very high decibel, depending on the area where that truck is working. So maybe if they're just turning off a backup alarm because it just sounds so much and affects, you know, people working around there, or maybe they're going into kind of like a residential area or into an office area and they just don't want to be, you know, giving off that noise. We could offer them maybe a smart alarm, which, you know, oscillates between a low decibel to a very high decibel, depending on where that vehicle is working. Or we could go through maybe offering them a multi-frequency alarm. The multi-frequency alarm is kind of like a different sounding alarm, you could say. So the regular alarms that maybe we all know are the tonal alarms, which is that beep, beep, beep noise that they usually make. And the multi-frequency goes and makes like a shh, shh, shh kind of noise, you know, that white noise, you could say. It's also certified and everything. It just depends on what they want to hear, and the multi-frequency, what it helps dissipate the noise a little better and doesn't reach, you know, as far as a tonal alarm. So what we've been talking about, smart alarms, what it does is it listens, adjusts, and reacts depending on the environment, right? The environmental noise. So this helps out a lot with that noise pollution that we like to talk about. So if there's a lot of noise or there isn't a lot of noise, that vehicle can really adjust to be working exactly where it needs to, right? We're not giving off all those decibels, 107 decibels or 112 decibels, which is a very piercing, very, very, very loud noises. So if that same vehicle, like I said, is working in a space where there's not a lot of noise, well then it'll be working maybe at 87, 88, 80 decibels, depending on which model of part number you buy from us. So it's really quick how it works. So at 0.4 seconds, it starts listening. At 0.5 seconds, it emits its sound. And in 0.1 seconds, it shuts down. It just repeats. So it's very, very responsive, very quick to response as well. So the multi-frequency, like we were talking about, this is kind of also to prevent that noise pollution that we've been seeing a little more with commercial vehicles. A lot of vehicles and a lot of cities or places where they start to come together and they start making a lot of noise. We could offer this type of alarm as well for those type of places where maybe they're going into residential areas like we're talking about, or densely populated areas or confined locations. The multi-frequency is just going to help dissipate that sound a lot better. It's not going to go to hit maybe the ears of people that are nearby. It's just going to stay around that vehicle specifically. So the light duty, where we would ask you guys to maybe offer this to, would be class 3 trucks, turf utilities, or material handling. Okay, so this is probably like one of the more popular alarms in ECCO. This form or the form and the function of these probably the most popular. So we do offer the smart alarm technology, the tonal alarm technology, and also the multi-frequency alarm technology in this type of light duty alarm. Okay. So the smart alarms, it goes from 77 to 97 or 82 to 102, depending, what type of vehicle we're going on there. There's also, all this is multi-volt. So some go from 12 to 44 to 48, sorry, volts, or 12 to 24 is basically standard for ECCO. So we could go on any type of vehicle going through there. Okay. And the multi-frequency, as you can see, it's also multi-volt, and just depends. Those are fixed from 87 or 97 decibels. Okay, so the medium duty, real quick, the quick suggestion of the vehicle segments that we're currently serving, from class 4 trucks, class 5, class 6, street sweepers, school buses, transit buses, shuttle buses, and marine control maybe, that you can offer these type of medium duty alarms. They're a little different. They are constructed a lot more robust than the light duty. So we do offer smart technology fixed and multi-frequency fixed as well. And the heavy duty, this is going to go on class 7 trucks, class 8 trucks, on construction vehicles, and machinery, and also agricultural machinery as well. So we're looking at multi-frequency alarms. We could do smart alarm technology as well on the multi-frequency on these, and also fixed. A lot of these are also OEM type alarms. So we're already probably on some of these vehicles, but if they need to switch out or maybe have some competitor brand, we do offer the brackets specifically for those OEM type vehicles as well. And on the tonal side, we also do offer the smart alarm technology and also the fixed. So the light duty backup alarms, real quick rundown of the popular models would be the 520, the 575, the DF532, the 580, and the 510 for us. Those are basically all tonal alarms, but we do, like we said, offer the multi-frequency, the smart alarm technology, And some of these light duty also have warning and dual function functions as well. So what does that mean? So the warning tones could be a constant tone, a dual tone, a rapid pulse tone, or a horn tone as well. So if you need an alarm of ours that gives off another type of sound, depending, maybe it's a vehicle that has different types of technologies or different types of movements, we could also offer those types of alarms as well. And we also have dual function alarms. So what does that mean? It has the regular alarm tone, which is a tonal alarm, depending on the decibels you want to hear. And the same alarm can also emit a warning tone of one of the tones that we were talking about before, maybe a constant tone or a dual tone. So if we're talking maybe about a crane truck or a tow truck that has a crane, for example, and obviously it gives off its backup alarm tone. And once that crane starts moving, or the feet start extending out so it could get a little more support to the vehicle, that other tone can also start sounding. So people around the vehicle know that that movement is starting, and so they could be careful and give the vehicle space once it's doing its movement. So on the decibels on these, from 82 decibels, 97 decibels, 102 decibels, or 107 decibels, depending where those vehicles are working. A lot of this is also depending on maybe a quick study of the sound emitting and where the vehicle usually works. So usually we have to be at least 5 decibels above the surrounding noise. So a smart alarm is always going to try to be 5 decibels above the surrounding noise. So also, if you just buy a tonal alarm, a fixed tonal alarm, we just have to be sure that that alarm is going to be okay for the type of work that vehicle is going to be doing. Okay. We also offer these alarms at 12 to 80 volts. So those are specifically targeted for the material handling type of vehicles, forklifts, electric forklifts, things like that. So we also have alarms for that. So real quick, these have a 2-year warranty. And if we go through the 400 series, 600 series, or 800 series alarms for us, these are going to have an ECCO Life, no hassle warranty. Warranty. So what does that mean? It's just like a life of the vehicle warranty. Okay, so once that alarm is on the vehicle, it should last the life of the vehicle. If it doesn't, something happens to it, we'll happily just switch it out for you guys with no questions asked. Okay, so these alarms are very, very robust. Very few of them actually fail at some point, but if it does happen, we'll just switch that out for you guys, no problem. Okay, so the way this is kind of constructed, the speaker is faced towards the back. That sound is emitted out towards the front. That's why everything's kind of more sealed up. It has the epoxy, it has the circuit boards all in there, the reverse mounted speaker, and and the horn there. Okay. Our camera systems, we have cable camera systems, and we also have the wireless camera systems as well. So it's just kind of like, it goes hand to hand with a backup alarm. You could also have a backup system or a camera system as well. So we have camera systems like the one to the far left, which is the K7000B, which is one of our most budget-friendly kind of systems that we have. It accepts up to 2 cameras. It does come with a monitor, which is a color monitor, 7 inches, and a camera and a 65-foot cable as well in the kit. These are 1224 volts, and all cameras in ECCO are IP69K. So they could be outside, they could, use a pressure washer on them, and they'll have no issues, no water ingress there. They also have IR LEDs, so we'll have you could see the monitor and everything at night as well, and you're going to have at least around maybe 10 to 15 feet of distance you can see around the vehicle. We do offer also for the mirror, which is integrated, which has a 4.3-inch integrated monitor as well. Also only accepts 2 cameras till 24 volts. The camera already has a bracket for the license plate in the back. So it's just kind of like a plug and play system. We also offer, a little more robust systems as well, like the EC7004-SK, which accepts up to 4 cameras. So it does have a quad view on the monitor, and also has audio from the cameras to the monitor as well. And this system specifically also offers sensors. So it offers 4 sensors that you could see on the monitor, which sensors giving off some detection and at how many feet away it is as well. So the wireless camera systems, which also like are budget friendly, which would be the K7000B-WK. Just for upfitters and people installing these types of systems, the wireless is just a lot easier. You don't have to be cabling a 20-meter cable between the monitor and the camera here, and it has a good ways of distance on line of sight. You could go on, on trucks, or go on commercial vehicles. It works perfectly fine. It does have quad view, so it's for 4 cameras as well. 24 volts, all cameras, like I said, is IP69K. It does offer also, you could record, depending, if it's just 1 camera, 2 cameras, 3 cameras, or 4 cameras, depending. Also, you could say exactly when you want it recorded as well, with an SD card to up to 128 gigabytes. We also offer other types of cameras, which is our magnetically rechargeable wireless camera, like the EC2030-WK2. This can pair up to our wireless cameras as well, our wireless systems. So if you need a camera you can move around, kind of put on places where you're maybe doing some kind of movement in the vehicle, or you're probably hauling maybe some trailers, with horse trailers, things like that. You want to make sure you're looking, or you have a visualization of what you're carrying in the back. You could just get that one, stick it on somewhere metal, and you could have that visualization every time you put that little trailer in the back if you need to. So it just works depending on what the situation might be at that point. So the discharge time on these is 10 hours, from on to off. So you could charge it up inside the vehicle or outside the vehicle. It comes with a lot of different accessories as well. And if you want to make, a cabled system, maybe a customer of yours already has a cable system on their truck, or on the machinery, and they're having issues, they're having trouble, they can't really get them, or something's happening with the cable all the time. You could offer and say, okay, well, let's just make your system wireless. So we do offer these wireless modules as well. So one goes on the monitor, one goes on the camera, and we just set that up so everything works, and they don't have to be using that cable anymore. We also offer a reverse motion switch. So depending on what type of vehicle this is, maybe sometimes something happens, brakes slip, and it's maybe on not a level road, so it might be starting to move back or move forward. So this switch is just going to help out to, if that happens and the vehicle is stopped and it starts moving, it'll automatically turn on the alarm, the backup alarm that's on there. So it just gives them that, that warning that that vehicle is starting to move when it's not supposed to be moving. So it's a great little system to also offer to customers. So here for the electric vehicles, we have made an electric vehicle alert system, which is called EVOS for us. So all it does is that at low speeds, it emits some type of sound, okay? So just depending on how fast it's going from 0 to 6 miles per hour, to up to 12 miles per hour, to up to 18 miles per hour, this system connects into the OBD system of the vehicle. So if there is an electric vehicle that doesn't have a system on there like this, we could retrofit it at some point. We just have to know a lot about what signals we can read off the OBD or the CAN bus system, so we could understand, what we can do with it. And so this is just basically on low speeds kind of tonal alerting, for pedestrians. So we could do 1 speaker, 2 speaker systems. We also can, put in any type of sound that the customer needs, custom sounds if they need it. Vehicle action tones also available. If you open a door, they could chime. You could do whatever, just depending on what we could actually, read off that CAN bus of the vehicle. That's when we could offer this type of solution as well. So hopefully you guys can hear this. This is basically just what the EVOS system sounds like. So just low to high, depending on what's high. So it just depends on what type of vehicle as well, what we're looking at, who the customer is, if they need a lower sound or higher sound. It's all customizable at this point. So just so you know, we also offer this kind of system. One of our newer products is our ECCO Connect systems, which are pre-programmed plug-and-play kind of systems. So those of you out there that maybe are upfitters that currently install products on vehicles, this is probably something that really benefits you specifically. Or also, if you're going to a fleet and they do their own installs, you could offer this as well, because it just streamlines their whole operation. So every product on this is going to be plug and play, so it's going to have a connector on it. It's all pre-programmed, so it all has all the patterns already pre-programmed. We do offer a universal controller if you need it. So it just streamlines sourcing as well. So if you're currently buying, maybe a light bar from another brand, maybe directionals from another brand, things like that, and then sourcing also, the cable from, different types of manufacturers, the connectors or anything that you're doing, this kind of streamlines all that process. Just says, okay, well, ECCO, just do everything for me, and we'll just send it all to you in a box, so you can just put it on your vehicle. It's fully customizable, so we could do any type of product of ours, and make it specifically how you need. And we could also integrate work lights if you need it. So one of our first kits was a kit that has, a mini bar, has a couple of ED 9015s, an ED 4 ED 3802s, and 2 of the ED 3060s. So This all gets sent out with you. It sends all the wiring cables with the connectors. So all of these, the 5585, the ED9015, the ED3802s, and the ED3060s, all have connectors in the back. So you just plug them in to the harnessing system. We set them up with the sieve and the switch node that you see here, and we could, do the controller if need be. But it just streamlines this whole installation process, makes it a lot easier, a lot faster, and kind of eliminates that human error, right, on pattern selection and things like that. And we do also offer ECCO Connect a la carte. So if you need it for any type of vehicle, like I said, if any type of beacon or mini bar or directional that we have, we could do it exactly how you need it as well. Okay, so just real quick, we're going to run through this. Directionals, ECCO offers a lot of directionals, and if you didn't know, just, what is the difference between warning lights, SAE Class 1, SAE Class 2, and SAE Class 3. So SAE stands for Society of Automotive Engineers, which is kind of like a group of engineers that establishes standardized classification systems for vehicles on all types of products. And this is just for the warning lights specifically, okay? So the Class 3, for example, is a class of light that is designed to be in the application for forklifts specifically. So these are lights that are supposed to be used inside of buildings, okay? So it's not gonna give off a lot of light, but the minimum quantity at least, so that it could be on these types of vehicles. The Class 2 does come up quite a bit. It goes 2.5 times brighter than the Class 3 warning light at that point. And it's for these types of vehicles that you're looking at here, like a construction machinery vehicle, vehicles that are kind of like the off-highway type vehicles. So, construction, mining, ports, things like that, you could offer that Class 2 type of light to them as well. And the Class 1 is for vehicles that are on highway. Okay, so this is like emergency vehicles, tow trucks, vehicles that are actually on the highway, maybe doing something or trying to signal something at longer distances. So this is the brightest light that we can have on vehicles. So you're going to see these on our webpage or on our data sheets all the time. We always specify if it's a Class 1, Class 2, or Class 3 type of light that we're offering in these warning lights that flash. Okay. So we offer the ED3700 series, which has lights from 3 LEDs up to 16 LEDs, depending, on what you need, the spaces on the vehicle. We do offer our ED3801 and ED3802 lights as well. These are one of the most popular lights in ECCO. You could see them probably on a lot of trucks throughout the US. One of our highest selling lights are our ED3801s and our ED3802 series. Very thin light and a lot of light output as well. Our newer lights are these ultra flex lights, which are lights that kind of mold and can flex depending, if the vehicle, you want to put it on like a corner or maybe on the mirrors, you can put that on there. It does offer 3M tape in the back, but we do offer also bezels and other type of bezels as well to keep them, flexed out if need be. And our ED9015s, which are just our regular kind of strobe lights. Okay. All of these, sorry, just so you know, these are our data sheets, and on our data sheets, you're going to see if it's a Class 1, a Class 2, what type of certification it has as well. If we're going to California Caliber 13s. We do offer some European standards as well. There are R65, R10s, the CE, and all have IP67 or IP69K type of capabilities as well. So beacons, also one of our most selling type of product in ECCO, with backup alarms, directionals, and these and the beacons here. The 7900 series is one of the most popular series. in the US and even at other parts of the world. It's just very recognizable. Everybody knows it. So we offer that 5-inch and 7-inch dome or lens cover in all different colors, in amber and blue and green and red and white if need be. These are all also offered in class 1 and class 2 type of products as well, with also magnetic mounts or vacuum mounts for the top, or HBT type tape semi-permanent mounts as well. Okay. Just different types of vehicles here. Sorry, of beacons as well. You know, smaller ones, or maybe something a little bit different, has kind of more like a mini bar capability, which is the EV7180s. So mini bars, we offer from 11 inches, 15 inches, and 17 inches on the mini bars. We offer the class 2 or the class 1 also. And with these, you could get those dual color kind of mini bars as well. So it's just not kind of amber or white. You could also look at it for amber white, amber blue, for example, amber green, or amber red type of lights as well. Also with permanent vacuum mounts or HBT mounts as well. These are the 5580, the reflex, also very popular in class 1 or class 2, depending what we're needing it for. For light bars, we got the 12 series, which is our in light bars specifically, very, very popular product line for us as well, for tow trucks, on tractors as well, that hauling maybe oversized type of products in the back. We're usually on trucks for these types of vehicles, but great light output, totally modular, so we could change out modules when need be, or just offer different types of configurations here. So we could just make it exactly how the customer needs it, with work lights or stop tail turns, alley lights, anything that you need. Also, we offer the dual color as well on these. 16 series, which would be kind of a little more premium type of light bar, a better light output as well, dual colors as well. We offer it from 22 inches up to 58 inches, on every type of kind of a vehicle that we can be on there. And our 11 series, which is kind of newer as well for us, a little thinner light bar, narrower, you could say, not really a traditional light bar, but it does have a bunch of LEDs. It's all, you could ask for it in amber and amber white. We do offer it in 24 inches, 48 inches, and also 60 inches. The data sheet has been updated for tow trucks, things like that. So it's a good light bar, and it's kind of like our most economic or budget-friendly light bar as well in ECCO. And we're going to go through work lights real quick as well. So all work lights are measured through lumens. We do put raw lumens on our data sheet, so you understand that as well. So raw lumens is basically kind of just what you calculate of the type of LEDs we're using, and the watts of the LEDs. But once we put it on somewhere, get that light to start to get hot, it's gonna, those lumens are gonna go down a bit, but we do offer that information as well in our tech sheets as well, if you need it. So very popular lights here, very common, you could say, but we do offer different types of lights as well. Some of them are rechargeable if you need a portable light, something to work. We also offer snowplow lights or DOT lights as well, for the front of the vehicle. some of these products, the lenses do heat up as well. And we do offer this one specifically, which is our 4012, at a Kelvin color temperature of about like 3,000 up to 4,000, which is kind of like a yellower light. So it's not that white light. So if you are in situations where there's a lot of fog, a lot of dust, or a lot of snow, and you want to get a little more penetration on the light, this color temperature is going to work out a lot better for that specifically. So this light also offers a position light, a turn light as well, an amber, and you know the lower and higher beams as well. And we also offer the Focus 360 lights, which is our remote spotlights, depending on what you need to look at. These lights go 360 degrees continuously. It goes up and down of 135 degrees tilt range as well. So, and it's a spot type lens diffuser, sorry. So that's 3,740 feet of beam distance on that light. Very great light, great light. All these have a 5-year warranty. So we do offer a 5-year, interior lighting as well. Going through it really quick. My time's almost up here. Just so you know that we have interior lights for different types of apartments if you need be. The utility bars as well. You need a utility bar, you can find it with us as well. From all types of lumen outputs and also sizes. Single or double. So this was our ECCO product portfolio. So backup alarms, beacons, light bars, work lights, utility lights, camera systems, electric alert systems and directionals, and interior lighting. All this could be found with EFCOM. And with this, thank you for joining us. And any questions, you could ask your salesperson here in EFCOM. Thank you very much.